What do they do? Like, have you heard of that? I ain't heard of that.
Yeah,
Well, people come and film police stations.
If you're exercising your lawful rights, then crack on as far as I'm concerned, as long as you're not arresting people. And if you're reasonable.
Today's footage comes from Caliberx, and you'll find their channel link down below in the description. Make sure to check them out and show some support. This one's packed with tense moments, sharp exchanges, and a powerful reminder of why knowing your rights truly matters. So let's jump right into it.
On private property, move off, please, now. You're on private property, move.
Well, there was public access though. So you reckon he's gonna come out and smoke?
I don't know, the camera's recording anyway.
Alright guys, the applause fades, the music kicks in, and within seconds we're standing at the gates of a prison facility that feels cold, controlled, and heavy with authority. The first tension point hits almost immediately. Signs warning that photography is prohibited. But here's the question that sparks everything. Do those signs actually hold jurisdiction, or are they just intimidation dressed as policy? The entrance looks official, structured, guarded by silence more than security. One simple question echoes: is this the only way in? Because once you step forward, there's no half measure. This isn't casual content anymore. This is confrontation territory. Cameras rolling. Heart steady. No turning back.
So you go outside, please.
No, I can be here.
You need to go outside.
No, I don't need to do nothing.
Okay. You're on private property.
No, it's not.
Could you please move outside?
It's not private property.
Ask very nicely. Could you move outside?
I can't move anywhere, sorry.
It's private property.
No, it's not private,
You're gonna
nothing.
end up getting yourself arrested.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not private property. We're here now, man. We're not going nowhere, man. We're either all in or all out. That's simple. We can't be doing this half-hearted thing. We're here now, innit? We're gonna have to be, we're here. Simple as that. We're here, we're filming. Get with the program. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going nowhere, sorry.
If you want to feel, go outside, but not in here. If you want to feel, go outside, but not in here. If you want to feel, go outside, but not in here. You will end up getting arrested.
Getting arrested for what? Filming?
Honestly, there's a big sign outside saying.
Yeah, that sign doesn't mean nothing. Them signs don't mean nothing.
I'm letting you know that have been called on.
Police have been called.
The debate starts heating up fast. Public access or private control? A public prison, funded by taxpayers, yet treated like a sealed fortress. Words clash. Private property, public prison. No one seems completely certain, and that uncertainty is explosive. The creators decide they're not backing down halfway. If they're here fully. No half-hearted retreat. The tension thickens when security presence escalates and police are called. Now it's no longer just about filming. It's about authority, rights, and boundaries. The air changes. What began as curiosity now feels like a test of nerve.
So it's gonna make for a juicy thumbnail.
Afternoon, gents. How's it going?
Very
Yeah,
well.
good.
Yeah?
Yes.
What are we doing out here?
Minding my own business.
Yeah?
Correct. Can you state your badge number, please? Shoulder number, whatever it's called.
Yeah, of course. It's 2794 Alpha Whiskey.
Yep. What police station are you from?
We're from Hammersmith Police
Right.
Station, mate.
All of you?
Yeah, good.
on Alpha Whiskey.
I want to go back inside there right quick.
So, do you want to explain to us what's going on while we're explaining that?
I'm asking this question, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
What's your story? You gotta give me a little bit more than that. Come on.
We're just making a video. We're just making a documentary. That's all it is.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
You got a filming permit for that documentary?
No, I don't need a filming permit.
Hello.
We talk about filming permit. What filming permit?
Oh, in terms of
Can I not film from a public place?
To make specific documentaries, you actually do need a
No,
filming
you don't.
permit.
You're talking rubbish. You're talking rubbish.
What's your colour number? Basic. Alright, thanks. You know, all of you are supposed to let me know before you start recording as well. Yeah,
Why have you not come here for a couple guys at the cameras? Why don't you go solve some crimes or something, man? What's all this?
We are dealing with crime.
Yeah, we're not committing any crime. Like, it's just a bit of a waste of time. You might as well go.
Yeah, but we still to find out what's
No,
going on.
alright.
Then the moment arrives. Police vehicles pull up. Calm, controlled, but unmistakably firm. Badge numbers requested. Cameras acknowledged. The word permit enters the conversation, and that's where the clash sharpens. Is a permit required to film from a public place? Or is that a misunderstanding of law? Officers explain they receive frequent calls about suspicious activity around prisons, smuggling concerns, security risks. They're not accusing, but they are cautious. The creators insist they're filming a documentary. No hidden agenda, no wrongdoing, just a lens pointed at a building. Yet, even that seems to trigger institutional alarm.
Calls to outside the prison for people trying to like bring stuff into the prison.
Oh, okay, we're not doing
into the prison at all.
No,
We're not saying you are.
we're not saying you are. We're just saying we get lots of calls about that. So that's why we've been called in, just to make sure that's not happening.
All right.
Anyone having around outside, we get called in.
All right. Let me just clear up this matter. He said he's been a police officer for 2 years, and it's not in your policy to let us know that you're recording before you switch on.
No, you do. Honestly, you do.
So our video cameras, to be fair, they do flash red, so you are aware that they are recording. If you want us to tell you that we're recording, then we'll happily
But
tell
I'm
you that
saying
we're
it's
recording.
in your policy that you have to let members of the public know that you're recorded before you do it.
When we first attended that incident, we don't.
So is that okay? We're just gonna go in there, get a few shots, walk around.
Not inside the prison. No,
We're not going inside
on
the
here,
prison.
this bit here is public access. So
It's,
still public
we
access,
do
the
not
gate's
have
open.
do we not have an implied right of access into here?
as far as what? I mean, as far as
I'll go find out from that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's absolutely fine. But as far as I'm concerned, mate, at this moment in time, because we're unaware as whether you actually have public access or not, do you want to just wait outside?
No,
if it's
not
the
really,
case,
no.
if
Because
it's-
this is all public property
No,
anyway.
fella, but if it's the case that they turn around and say, well, actually, this isn't privately owned, then by all means, you have public access to this. We're not going to show you away because
irrespective,
you're
it does-
lawfully
it
allowed
does-
to be
it
here.
does-
come out with the dogs and everything.
However,
let me catch this on camera.
boys, come on. I'm being reasonable with you.
Yeah, we're not
I'm being
being
nice.
unreasonable. We can come
I'm
in.
just saying, right, I'm saying to you that at this moment in time, we're not actually aware as to whether this is public access or not.
Well,
So
it is public. Of course, it's public access
until that
because
is
we've just
clear-
walked through.
Yeah, but it could be privately owned land, and if you don't have sufficient reason to be here, they can lawfully eject you from this premises.
That's right. They could, yeah.
There we go, exactly. So until we can establish whether this
But
is
there is still
actually public
public
ground
access.
or not,
Okay.
we just ask you just to step outside. We're being
Well,
nice.
until we establish that.
We're being nice and
I know.
reasonable here.
I'm being
Come on.
reasonable, but
Now comes the phrase that shifts everything. Crown property. It lands like a legal grenade. But what does it actually mean? Is Crown property public because it's funded by taxpayers? Or private because it's controlled by the state? Officers request they step back outside the gate while clarification is made. The creators negotiate. They'll stay put but won't push further. No barging. No escalation. Both sides attempt to appear reasonable, but underneath, the friction is undeniable. This isn't aggression yet, but it's a chess match. Each sentence measured. Each move calculated.
I feel like your time could be better used elsewhere. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but that's why we're here, to make sure nothing untoward is going on.
yeah.
Listen,
yeah, nothing
I've
untoward
got
is
it all
going
on
on.
camera.
Yeah?
Went in, the lady said, you can film outside here. Yeah. Obviously not in the building. I didn't say I was trying to come in.
So where did she say you could film?
She said, film out here. It's on camera.
Took us part. So how long you guys been here?
4
4
minutes.
minutes?
Recording.
About 20 minutes.
So that's 4 minutes from you come. And then the camera was off for about 2 minutes and it was 7.5 minutes before I stopped it. So yeah,
Alright.
just over 15 minutes with you.
Fair enough, mate.
Okay.
Look, we're not here to give you a hard time or anything.
No, I
It's-
appreciate that.
We just want to establish who's allowed to do what, and then
Yeah.
move from there.
Afternoon.
Can we just clear? Is this public land or not?
This bit is the Crown's property, just outside the gate.
So what does that mean when you say Crown property? Like, is the Crown not paid for by the taxpayer?
filming now?
Yeah, I'm filming now.
Can you get nothing of the crab body, please?
So can we just establish whether this is public
So,
or
fella,
private?
look, we've just stated to you that it is the Crown property.
Yeah,
so
but what does that
lawfully-
mean? What does that mean?
Lawfully, yeah, we can explain to you, but lawfully, can you just step outside of that? It's a couple of feet. Come on.
Don't
That's
touch me.
nice
Don't
of
touch
you.
me. I will get
I
off, but
know.
don't touch me. Get your hand off me.
Okay, then
I'll
start
get off.
moving.
Get your hand off me.
Then
Don't touch me.
Then start moving.
What's what? So what is the definition of crown property? That's what
This
we're
is what
asking.
this gentleman's going to explain.
Yeah, explain. Let's explain. Let's hear the
Once we're
explanation.
outside, we can start explaining it. But
Why don't we explain
as
it now?
you've stated, lawfully, we are allowed to eject you from it at this moment in time. So please just
Well, the
step outside,
landowner can
and
eject
we'll
us.
explain it to
But
you.
is it public property? You're saying lawfully you can eject us, but you still haven't explained whether it's private property or public.
She's a crown property.
What does Crown property mean? Please explain it.
It's under the jurisdiction of the crown. So
Okay.
The standoff becomes philosophical. If Parliament is funded by taxpayers, is that Crown property too? If land is publicly funded, does that guarantee public access? The officers maintain they can lawfully eject individuals if the landowner requires it. Yet clarity remains murky. No one seems fully equipped with definitive answers. The creators question the gray areas. The officers stress procedure and safety. A line is drawn at the gate, invisible, yet powerful. And suddenly, this isn't just about a camera. It's about who defines access in a supposedly public space.
Crown property and park when
There we go.
there's
You're fine there. Crack on. But
So, look, as it's been explained to you, I'm not trying to be difficult or anything, but if he's turned around and said to you, look, that's where you can film, that's the boundary. As long as you're not going within the boundaries, there's no issues.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I've heard two different things. Like the lady inside.
What does this? I still don't understand what crown property
to be fair,
means.
from what you're saying, what she said, I think she maybe just wasn't clear enough that it meant outside of the gates. Like if you said, "Oh, from out there," I think she may well have been thinking.
No, she said, "Don't film in the office.
Yeah.
You can get in trouble." But she said, "Film outside."
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like the big boss, so we got to take his word for it, mate. I'm sure it's probably. Look, I'm sorry if you have been misinformed. I can't comment on that.
Yeah, but it's not about taking anyone's word.
He's been pretty fair. He's been fair.
No, I know he's been fair. I'm not having a go at him. It's about the facts.
Yeah,
so,
I can appreciate
so now I'm
it
gonna have to go and research what the facts are.
Because this whole crown property thing is a bit of a grey area. Is the crown not paid for by the tax? Like I don't know. The crown answers to Parliament. The Parliament's paid for by the taxpayer. Like it's a bit of a. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a.
There are certain like tie-ins. I mean, I'm not.
We're not going to resist. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I know you're not.
And
I'm trying to be reasonable and just speak open.
Also, we've come here to exercise our rights. So the fact that I'm trying to kind of resist and. Not immediately going off is for that reason. Do you understand? Obviously, we've come here with a purpose. So for me to immediately sort of and I kind of resign,
I don't take an issue with that.
Yeah, do you
ultimately,
understand?
like there are specific buildings that we cannot make access to. There are specific reasons why we can't. I know that's incredibly vague, but in terms of like
the discussion expands beyond the prison walls. What about police stations? What about other government buildings? If someone films outside those facilities, what happens? The officer admits, if filming is lawful, they can't stop it. That's a critical admission. The tension softens slightly, replaced by dialogue instead of dominance. The officer explains security limitations. Certain buildings restrict access because of sensitive operations and vulnerable information. It's framed as protection, not suppression. But still, the underlying issue lingers. Where does transparency end and control begin?
What do they do? Like, have you heard of that? I ain't heard of that.
Yeah,
or people come and film police stations.
If you're exercising your lawful rights, then crack on as far as I'm concerned, as long as you're not arresting people. And if you're reasonable with...
What about if someone's like filming like the back gate of the police station where cars come and go?
Well, I don't know why you would want to do that.
No, I'm just curious, like...
I mean, look, you're asking on a lot of like very specific minutiae of the law.
No.
I'm sure you're probably just trying to catch me out.
No, not legally. No, I'm not asking for legal explanations. I wouldn't expect police officers to know the ins and outs. But how would you deal with that situation?
It's a little bit strange.
Yeah. How would you deal with that situation though?
I mean, the same way that we've dealt with you here, we'll establish where you can and cannot film. If you lawfully can film somewhere, we don't have the power to stop you. That's fine. But ultimately, like, there's nothing that needs to be escalated. There's nothing that needs to go any further. We can talk like adults. And as long as you're following the law, I don't take an issue with it personally.
So did you say you were based at Hammersmith?
Yeah.
So did you not get anyone filming there?
I know exactly what you're trying to get me to say. That's fine.
What?
I'm not an idiot.
What? I'm not trying to get you to say anything. I just asked if you get people filming there.
Well, yeah, I mean, people have filmed police stations all over London and past London. I'm sure you're aware of that. So.
Oh well, no, that's what I'm trying to find out. We've heard about it, but we ain't really sure about it.
I'm done on that conversation because I know what you're trying to get me to say.
What am I trying to get you to say? I'm not trying to get you to say nothing. What am I trying to get you to say?
I know you're trying to have a laugh. Come on.
Have a laugh. What do you think I'm trying to get you to say? I swear I'm not trying to get you to say anything.
The conversation grows sharper again when filming permits are mentioned. Do documentaries legally require permits from public land? Or only when entering controlled areas? The officers themselves admit they don't have every legislative detail memorized. That vulnerability exposes the core truth. Enforcement often operates on precaution before clarity. The creators push back respectfully, questioning definitions. What qualifies as a documentary? Who decides that? Is a camera and a purpose enough? Or does intent need formal validation? The legal gray zone becomes the real story.
They're taking lessons of us.
They're going to get in trouble.
I think they've spent a little bit more money on their setup, to be fair.
Well, iPhone 6.
So look, I'm assuming what my colleagues are going to be doing right now is if they have access permits to film for specific documentaries, you actually have to have a filmmaker's permit to do so.
that there is specific legislation. Don't ask me to quote on it. I could Google it for you right now if you want me to.
What, to film from public place?
If you make it a
like
documentary.
ITV and that. You know, have you ever seen them going around like?
What constitutes a documentary though? Like, because is this technically not a documentary?
Well, yeah, you've got, you know, fair enough.
Is there a sort of criteria that needs to be satisfied for it to be a documentary?
You're questioning me on very like.
No, well, you're the one that's talking about filming permits and
No,
that.
but
Like,
I
I would
know-
really expect you to know about, like, the ins and outs of it if you're going to launch with that. You know? What do you think?
Well, in terms of, I know that you have to have a permit.
No, I
to
don't
film
think you
in public
do.
spaces
I don't think you do, no.
for specific reasons.
No, I don't think so.
That's why journalists and that all have them.
No. I don't agree with that. I'm gonna cut the video right quick. All right, guys, we're probably just gonna wrap it up right here. We were in there, around there, filming in there. Police came, said it was Crown property.
As the encounter winds down, no arrests are made, no dramatic takedowns, just a boundary reinforced and a debate left unresolved. The police maintain it's Crown property, and they can eject individuals if necessary. The creators choose not to escalate into confrontation. A security dog appears briefly, a visual reminder of how seriously such locations are treated. The team decides to move on. Not defeated, but not victorious either. What remains is a question that refuses to settle. In modern society, where exactly does public access end and institutional power begin? The cameras stop, but the debate is far from over.